10% of Tampa Bay water drinking water supply comes from. It's from the ocean, the sea, salt water. This facility in Tampa Bay seawater desalination plant that converts the seawater into the drinking water, to be surprised. This plant is located next to the Tampa Bay electric power supply. That power station gets 1.4 billion 1.4 billion gallons of the water from the sea for its cooling, and then it's sent for the cooling. So that warm water get used by this plant to produce the drinking water from the seawater, and it uses a reverse osmosis method to create the drinking water. Now let's see some facts about this plant. This plant is designed to create 25 millions of gallons per day from the seawater. The plant can be expanded up to 35 million gallons in future if they want. Then the facility uses a reverse osmosis method. We'll discuss it later how it works to create the drinking water. The plant approximately takes the 44 million gallons of warm water from the power station, converts it to 25 million gallons of drinking water, and leaving behind 19 million gallons of concentrated seawater back to the sea. That water gets mixed with the again that 1.4 billion gallon of the water and dilutes it and is sent back to the Tampa Bay. And if you wonder how much is that, this plant is a less expensive because it gets mixed with the groundwater, so that it makes more affordable for the people to use it. Now let's see how this plant works. This is first the warm water goes through the screens and it removes the solid and debris from that. Then it goes to the traditional treatment process, chemical treatment, where the chemical is added to the water so that algae and other particles can clump together, so that the sand filter can easily remove it. Of the sand filter, there is a earth filter that removes the slit and fine particles from the water. After that slit filter, there is a cartridge filter that is just back up to that filter. So any particle that's left from the earth filter get removed from the cartridge filter. So up to this point, the water is still salty. And then actually the reverse osmosis process is the heart of this plant that kicks in. What's the reverse osmosis? If you know that it's a basically liquid filtration method in which larger atomic particles are removed from the smaller atomic particle by forcing the liquid at high pressure through the membrane with pores are large enough big enough so that only small particle flows through. If you have gone through chemistry in school, we know that salt water and minerals, they are larger than the drinking water. So in this process, the water, high pressure water goes through these membranes, leaving behind the salty water concentrated, and it produces the fresh water. This membrane size, the pores are like very thin. If you see, they are like 0.00 micron. That's like 100,000 the diameter of hair. So they are so thin that nothing flows through it. Only the water, clean drinking water goes through it. So it again goes through that. Then there is another process called it goes through two passes. Make the two passes through that, and then again they add the chemical treatment to that, so that it makes more. It reduces the pH level and other to stabilize the water. After that, the water goes to the regional water supply, where it gets mixed with the other traditional sources such as groundwater, so make it more affordable for the people to drink it. You might be wondering how much it affects the salinity of our water, this Tampa Bay water, how much the Tampa Bay water it affects, the bay water, the sea water. It doesn't affect anything because this water gets mixed back to again, goes to that 1.4 billion water, and it's make the less concentrated before it flows back to the Tampa Bay. So this is one of the most efficient method we have to produce the water, because in the Tampa we always have the problem with the water. So I think they came up with the 2003 with this plant And I think initially a lot of companies went bankrupt in the process of developing designing this plant. But I think in 2007 they made this plant operational and is fully functional now, and it's serving us. So next time, and if you're wondering how big this plant is, this is one of the largest plant in the United States. The largest plant in the world is in Israel. It's 10 times bigger than this, almost. It makes 300 million gallons per day. And all these membranes, they have like 1,032 membranes to get a drinking water. And if you unfold that, it goes from here to Tallahassee, like 200 miles extra. That membranes are so many membranes are there that make this filter process. So next time when you think about the drinking, putting the trash in the sea, think twice, because you might be drinking it next day. And thanks.